then just like left to right. Now, just some controls. It goes left to right, perfect, cool. I don't think we need to adjust that. But this you might play with throughout the game. If you loosen that, it goes up and down. Time it, it doesn't move. So if there's like stoppage, you can just pull it tight, just let it sit there. Just turning everything on. Oh my gosh, that's already been on for ages. It slides on. It actually locks, so it can't come off. But you tighten it with this little there. So you want some how would you That's a little screen to look at. So you don't get like today. You don't get a button to zoom with. That's me. I'm the tight angle guy. But you might do little zooms. You can zoom with that. You can zoom with that. You can zoom with that. So your job like that will be walking around each other. And you might go down there. But if you were here, you want a wide shot of the field, so I'm going to get out of your way. So that's pretty good for this. But you might zoom if they go.
Not even a quarter.
Yeah.
Kind of like the overall.
Yeah, but I would argue though that's too much green and a little bit too much blue. So I'd be happy if you went more like that. Like, so you think about you're getting about 20, let's go 10 to 15 guys in the shot, whereas I'm more like that. You're that, and I'm that. So that's not too much green because you can see the back line. Now if the attacking team was this side, I'll go out a bit more to show more of the back line. Favour the attacking side, it's more interesting. If there's see how they're making a line, like rugby players do? Feel free to keep that line sort to one side, show more of the shape side. So the shape side's on the right now. Show a bit more of that openness. That's pretty much all it is. Remember to press record at the start. I'll tell you to though. The big red button? Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Bailey? I still do.
Yeah, it's still happening. That looks pretty bad at the moment.
Really? It
kind of is an occasional line still coming through. Oh yeah, it's just glitching.
Maybe I need another HDMI cord. So that's definitely me, like camera one.
Yeah, camera one. The line.
Just one of these short HDMI ones. Brandon's gonna come grab something. It's a good thing we got Charlotte as a backup. You play?
Charlotte's camera's lagging a little bit as well.
Because I'm standing in the way.
Okay.
Try and tilt these buddy ears up. Can I ask you to go slightly more to the end of this, yeah?
How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Really good.
And then we'll just It's a bit harder when there's the camera on it, so you gotta have your hand on the handle. Where are the lines exactly, Bailey? Oh, thank you. Are the lines still there? Are they pretty bad?
Got some colours glitching a little bit.
Do I just kind of follow the ball?
Yeah. Just do what you've seen on TV. How about now? I mean, it could just be HDMI cord. Brendan's bringing me one, right? And then pulled it out again. Hopefully that works. This wasn't a problem earlier. I think it could just be the cord, so hopefully he brings me that cord and it fixes everything. Are you showing the field now? You should probably stick to Charlotte's camera. So you're going to be live now. Cool. Use camera 1's audio though, okay? Feel free to press camera 1 audio now.
Do I need to press anything?
Camera 2 is going to go live. Right now. Just show the field.
Do I need to press anything?
When the game starts, press
Welcome to Sydenham Park for today's game, University versus Sydenham Senior Premier game. We've got a very slight easterly today, but bright sunshine and a pretty small crowd given the holidays, I suppose. Today we're going to have
just trying a new chord now.
A couple of
Bailey,
commentators again. So very soon we'll have Reuben saying hello, and then Pete Winchester will take over my
sweet as
part here. So Reuben, how are you today?
Yeah, good, thank you. Kia ora everyone. Welcome along to Sydenham Park on a pretty awesome day, mate. And nowhere else you'd want to be on a long weekend than at Sydenham Park with the sun shining.
All right, well, I'll read out the university team, and then you can give your comments on the Sydenham team, you being close to them. So for university in the props, we've got James Hardy and Gus Brown. Hooker, Jack McCarthy. Lock Xavier Tracy and Lockie Dorr. Levi Astle and Jack Coulthard are the flankers, with Fletcher Anderson, a pretty well-known player, at number 8 out of the Crusaders. Jared Mitchell at halfback, Isaac Murray McGregor at first 5. Midfield, Jay Bromfield and another famous under-20 player, and Cooper Roberts.
And the other
on the wings, Sarah Rover and Tim Brady. And fullback is the under-20s halfback, I see, Ollie Vera playing there. Here's going to go through the Sydenham team for today, Reuben. And
yeah, sweet. So loose head prop, we've got Harris McRobbie returning from injury. So we're really shore up that scrum. Lachlan Harris Tatana getting a good start against his former club from last season. Elroy Mathumba, good Fijian under-20s prop, getting a good start there as well. Marcus Hamilton and Connor Smith in the locking department. Then we've got a pretty inexperienced pack 3 of Jacob Tuasani, Josh Podmore, Fletcher Dew, all in their first season of playing Premier footy. Kieran McClay is captain, always a marshal around the field, and he'll have some guys on the bench really hot on his heels to get on the field, with the likes of Hunter Kino and the return of Max Hughes back in town from his stint with Centauri. Then in the backs we got Roman Kino locking it down at 10, running the cutter there. Then the introduction of Kaya Luke on the left wing, coming up from Colts, played a lot in the Premier side last year. Tavita Latu and Curtis McDonald, powerful pairing in the midfield there. And Tyler Tupperwither and Logan Williams rounding out the back three.
And would that be a record number of halfbacks in the reserves?
Yeah. I think Max is getting earmarked to slot into 10. So it kind of gives a little bit of balance there. But then also having Silas Tautu there at halfback as well. Good Crusader under 20s halfback. Ollie Fuster, Adrian Tavo, and Ryan Eggers rounding off the bench.
Now, University of Canterbury are going well this year. They've been strong in Colts for a few years now. 4 or 5 Colts teams. They're really developing well. They're going to be a hard team to beat, Reuben.
Yeah, well, they're undefeated so far this season and tracking really well. And I guess these sort of conditions is going to be the test of two styles, really. They'll really be wanting to play that expansive skill set and wide game and really use their athletes out wide. Where Sydenham will be really trying to muscle it up in the forwards and break them down and get through hard on their block plays and trying to prevent those balls from getting out nice and wide.
Okay, I'm going to flick over to Pete Winchester, so I'll leave you, Reuben, just to come into a bit. Crowd's pretty small, but they will grow up. I get bigger as the day goes on. Any comments on last night's game from the Crusaders?
Yeah, well, it's great to see them get that W, and it's kind of ominous signs, I guess, for the competition. They're kind of looking like the Crusaders of old, where they kind of just do what they need to do to get into that playoff section, and then that's when they really turn it on and play their best footy. So, it was good to see them really nugget out a hard-fought win against the Brumbies. The Brumbies were right up for it too, but yeah, they managed to hold them out, which was fantastic for us, and keeps them in that second spot, looking to get a home playoff game, which is great. So this game's obviously a replacement game. There wasn't supposed to be any games this weekend, but this was the round that was pulled off due to the flooding that happened in round 4. So good opportunity to get that back. You can see a couple of teams played last night, some big scores. Sumner getting up over Christchurch, and so the Burnside, put a donut on Shirley. But hey, footy on a long weekend, how good? And if you're ever looking at going away for a long weekend, hit up our main sponsor of the live stream, House of Travel Hornby. Paula Rhodes there is a fantastic member of the Sydenham board here, and they run some pretty awesome deals down there at House of Travel Hornby. So get on down, book in your next trip. How are you, Winchy? Good to see you, mate.
Yes, Rubes, I'm really good. Good to be here as usual, Sydenham Park on a Saturday. Wouldn't be anywhere else. Look, a pretty good day too. And it's good to see a few people finally arriving in, but just want to endorse what you said about Paula Rhodes and House of Travel. Good client of theirs, and they are fantastic and look after everybody, and she does a great job for both the House of Travel Hornby and Sydenham Rugby, so fantastic.
Right, got both sides out here ready to go. Ref's doing his last checks, making sure the ARs are in place. He's looking for them. It's like Curtis McDonald with ball in hand to kick things off. And we're underway. It's taken there by University. Fletcher Anderson taking it in strong. Setting up a bit of an exit play here. On that car. Might have got a touch on that.
Here we go, Sydenham! Here we go,
No.
chuck the timer on if you haven't already. Don't worry if it's a little bit late, because there's always stoppages.
So a good opportunity to see the first scrum of the game. Always good to get it done in the first minute. See Lachlan Harris-Tatana hooking up against his former teammates. In previous weeks has been a pretty strong area for Sydenham, so we'll see how they start off here. Out to Roman Kino, snipes a little gap there. Little half break. Oh, good pop up. Good to Vita Latu. Connor Smith going for the tip ball, but it's been picked off by City. And he looks like he's going to go all the way here. Great speed, great anticipation of that tip ball. And they're on the scoreboard early. Not the start the Sydenham was really looking for there. The intent was there, but just picked off there by City Rover.
I'll be disappointed with that. I know after last week, they thought some of these skill sets were just below par for what they're capable of, and I'm sure they would really want to start well against this very good varsity side. So, yeah, not ideal, but let's hope they can bounce back.
So less than 3 minutes into the game. University of Canterbury up 7-0. Another strong carry from the backfield from Fletcher. Back to Oliver. Makes the exit. Quick throw in. Logan Williams, sitting fullback. What about it?
Sure, what the University report.
Looks like he might have taken it out when he caught it.
Show more of the University.
Trying there with Jack McCarthy. And the midfield head up. Fletcher Anderson looking for work early.
Zoom in a bit when it gets to that side of the field. But still like wide.
Xavier Greasy goes for a little step through. With a pressure ball there out in front. Reaching for it.
Great pressure.
Unfortunately knocked it on. Probably got to give a little bit of credit there to the Sydenham defence. They're actually getting up off the line and shutting down that space, making them make those decisions early.
Sydenham get the ball.
Got any plans for the long weekend, Conchi?
No, pretty quiet, pretty cruisy. Just nice to have a break and nothing in particular. So
yeah, nice.
Know more about is the university team if they've got any players in the New Zealand under 20s, something like that.
Yeah, they do have a few.
I won't ask any more of those technical.
Yeah.
They just usually have in the last couple of years. And so
yeah, that's why it was quite fortunate that I guess that's the silver lining of that game being postponed in round 4 because they were all on deck. But now they're currently away. Kieran McClay takes it down the blind side to Logan Williams. Good out ball to Kyle Luke. Puts it in the field. Good inroads off the base of the scrum. Ball's going to run ball away here. Oh, but just got a little bit isolated there. Turn over to UC. All got a bit of time here. Just like to do a shout out to Ironback, the team at Ironback, Jason, Kath, Ryan, Mike McKesser, Owen Franks. They kindly have given us a bunch of equipment to help round off our setup of our gym that we've got down at the Kashmir Club. So big thanks to them. Defense, get the back there, not straight.
Which camera? Sorry, which camera?
Sydenham need to cut down the basic errors of last week.
He might have shut
Lost
the...
dearly and had a win. They wouldn't have been happy with the amount of basic
Camera
errors
3
they
is a
made
free
and
spirit.
so forth. So against this side, I'd imagine today they really want to get a bit of continuity.
Camera 3 does what it
Those basic errors.
Yeah, definitely against a side like this, they really pounce on those unforced errors and make you pay for it. Very interesting round of footy this week. Actually got all top 6 teams playing against each other, so there should be some movement in this top 6 section, which makes it pretty exciting. It's a pretty hotly contested and close competition this year.
I'm zoomed right in the scrum. I'm zoomed right.
Roman Keno hoops it off downfield. Doesn't quite find the grass. Well covered there. There's it, Murray McGregor. Logan Williams makes a little snipe, goes for the offload, but passes to the wrong player. Picked up there by UC's lock. Lucky door. Good defense there, double shoulder on, driving them back. Like they'll look to kick, but got a late offload. Good skill set. Unfortunately, Sydenham give away a bit of a soft penalty there when they had them a bit rattled in their exit zone.
Must have ruled that like a deliberate knockdown or intercept, but
Yeah.
fortunately not a yellow card or anything like that. These are the sort of basic errors that I mentioned before. Just too many.
Yeah, that one really let them off the hook there.
Camera 2 correlates with the green colours. Maybe if you move the green one around about, I don't know, it might be really tight. You might not have any room to move it, but maybe move it a little bit.
So it's just the Premiers playing this weekend, and then everyone will be back on deck next weekend, and it's actually our club day, which will be great. We'll have all our juniors playing on Sydenham Park. And then we'll have most of our senior, well, all but one senior team. Our women, unfortunately, been scheduled to play out at Sheldon Park, which is also Belfast Club Day. So it was a bit of a tough one there, but with both clubs having a women's team in the Premier Reserve grade for the first time, they were pretty reluctant to let that up.
Let's go, Sydenham!
But we've got the under 85s.
Let's go, Sydenham!
Saracens, Colts, Div 2, our Premier Reserve and Premiers will all be playing here, so it'll be a big day of footy here at Sydenham Park next week. The UC take it off, another midfield run. Pitch Anderson. Bring it back towards where the line had started. Heading towards that line. If you get to an edge. Connor Smith making himself known at those rucks.
Nice beat, lads!
A bit of grass, but Logan Williams has pounced onto that. Well covered. Josh Podmore for a settling carry there as they set up for their exit.
Base! Eyes up!
Looks like Kieran's going to boxy here. Yeah. Off the turnover.
Yeah. Great kick. Pinpoint accuracy.
Yep, right where they want it in that 15-metre channel, incontestable. But City Rover under pressure there. Looked like he slipped into it, which caused a pretty awkward collision. He spilled the pill.
Cool, we appreciate the encouragement. How are you finding my camera view compared to Charlotte's? Does it make sense? Looks good.
Big chance to put a bit of pressure on here. A good spot. That's only 22.
Ping there for Angle, angling in.
Can you say that again, sorry? Yeah, awesome.
You see kicking it into Sydenham territory now. I'll get a set piece to set the platform. Probably look for another midfield carry by one of their forwards. Yep. Tip on. Read a bit better there by Jacob Tassani. Got a good shoulder on. Yes, and then resulted in. Is that Tavita Latu getting over the ball?
Nice steal.
Nice. Pressure.
Well done, Flint!
Looks like the Sydenham ground staff have rolled out of bed and managed to get the scoreboard out, which is great. Oh, they haven't found touch there. Great work there by City Rover. He's put it downfield. Oh, awkward bounce back infield. Kieran McClay. Oh, yeah, he's chucked it on the toe. Good skill set. Carry there by Gus Brown. Bringing it back, looking for all good pressure on by Sydenham. They're really rushing off that line. Logan brings it back to the line and knocks it back.
Interesting that last penalty. He kicked for the touch on the furthest away
Here we are, lads!
side for some reason, and he didn't quite find touch. Which,
Eyes up, buddy!
Sort of recovered, but once again they needed to find touch, so they had a
Get in front of him, buddy!
line out near the varsity line.
Yeah, it's definitely a wasted opportunity. Barreling through the old head up, so Fitch Anderson. Oh, pick and go. Good run there by Levi Estill. Backing up.
The support play of the university players is really strong when they make those little half breaks. There seems to be one on the outside, one on the inside. So.
Nice,
But yeah, that's a good touch.
Nice kick too by the young Scottish player.
Yeah. He didn't have much angle to work with and managed to get it down last halfway.
Amazing talent for a young boy, 19. I think he's only just turned 19. Just absolute skills, just incredible. Unfortunately, landing it out.
Good read there. The Sydenham D didn't quite shut it down, let the offload happen. You see, get out to an edge. Play through their forwards here.
Nice!
Good defense, Josh Podmore rushing up, making a good low tackle. There we go. The pressure on the block play. Forces the turnover. Roman Kino. Fine space with his kick, but just found the player. Pretty much handed it back to them. Looks like he made up for it though, getting over the ball. Probably wasn't too happy with himself with that kick, so he really put in a concerted effort to try and get the ball back for the lads.
If the ball gets away with you, don't worry, just keep it smooth. Hey, no.
I'm so easily distracted. I'll be like there and then something.
Good line out take there by Marcus Hamilton. Against a good go forward. Halted there. Solid hit up there by Tavita Latu. You see, look to be zero rucking. Around the corner, Big Elroy.
Get around, lad!
Carry. Ooh, quick on that. Oh, I got him on an angle.
Oh, you need to drop it.
Not out.
It's unfortunate, one of the few endeavours for Sydenham into UC 30. It's a penalty. And they're back in their own half.
M 7 3 2. Over.
Thrown there. Sydenham have got the ball back.
Oh, that's symmetry. Good carry, JT.
Good league drive. Jacob Tuasani there. Vidaladu hoisted off downfield. Good kick chase there by Curtis McDonald and Paolo Tapawitha. Really good result. Yep. If you're a Sydenham supporter, I guess.
We'll try and be as neutral as possible, perhaps.
Yeah. Big Curtis McDonald on the screen just before. He's probably not seeing the ball too much. so far this game. Absolutely potent, ball in hand. He always breaks that first tackler.
Make sure you show a little bit more of these guys this time. Because it's all the way over there, feel free to zoom in a wee
Going to retain the ball there, bit of pressure on the scrum there. Here we go, Curtis breaks that first tackle. And the second. Looks to go again. Great yardage. Right into the fun zone here. Kyle Luke out wide. Is he able to keep it in? No, he's not.
Good attack, lads.
Encouraging signs though, they good ball retention and moving through the back line, so provides a bit of promise.
Tempo line out there for UC. Richard Anderson, steady as always with those midfield head-ups.
Here we go, Sydenham. Opportunity.
They got an exit, but just outside their 22. Oliver Burrow. Sydenham will just be looking to build a few more phases here. Or they really try to exploit that edge. Going back to what worked well before, which is their rolling ball. He's got that secure at the back there. They're looking to reset. No, looks like Kieran's going to dig it out. Let David Oladu have a crack.
Get around.
Robbie rolling around the corner. Coming back towards the post. Luke coming in, looking for some work. Move away from that touchline. Big left foot step back into the traffic. Reuben Kino. Well secured.
Soldiers!
That line here, they're only about a metre out.
Soldiers!
Last but Robbie with his hands on the ball here. Dishes it out. UC coming through. They're under advantage. Called offside there. Looks like the intent is to go for the line out. That maul seems to be working well. They will back themselves here if they keep it in.
Just show as much of the line out as you can.
Bit of a wobbly one.
Yeah, got away with it though.
Just, yeah, probably lucky that UC stayed down and didn't compete. Sydenham forwards taking over here. Rumbling towards the post. And they've spotted a little bit of space. Reuben Kino with those fleet-footed steps.
Knee down, so
Retain the ball here.
they need 7 points from this pressure.
Who's on them?
Lockie Harris-Atana would love to get a meat pie against his old team. Really looking for the forwards to take over. brought it out. Curtis McDonald looks like he's knocked that on. Good defence in the end by UC there.
Say again.
They were put under a lot of pressure around the ruck, and
Brighter or
then
darker?
once it was released, they were up quick to put the pressure on.
Oh. Can you do a little bit more zoom? Just because it's all the way over there. Okay.
26 minutes gone, still to 7-0 to University of Canterbury.
Thank you.
Bit of an arm wrestle going on now. I think the next team to score is going to sort of probably get a bit of a momentum swing. But UC will probably build a bit of confidence knowing that they can defend their line like that. But it's like you were saying earlier, Winchy, just those unforced errors, those little skill executions that just let Sydenham down, getting across that line, capitalising on the good field position.
At least I think they'll would have gained some confidence. We had 20 nearly half an hour and 7-0, but they've done a fair bit of attacking in the last 10 minutes. So this is a top university side. So guys will actually grow in confidence as the game goes on if they can keep this pressure up.
Oh, you've got to work here.
Hopefully the points will come eventually.
Good contest in the scrum there. Relieving kick.
It's interesting with Fletcher Anderson here because he's a Tasman contracted NPC player. A lot of provincial unions insist that you're contracted, you play your club rugby in that province. So I'm not sure what the go is there, but it's good for university. But just an interesting situation.
Yeah. Hit up there by Fletcher Jew. Battle of the Fletchers at number 8 today. Oh, he dishes it out to Kyle.
Unlucky Kai, beautiful stuff, Logie.
Yeah, I know that some areas they let players away with just playing the qualifying amount of games, which might just be 3 games before the finals. So it is under that program or not. But yeah, as you said, it's definitely it's good for UC having a quality player like that. Being able to tune up from every week.
Well, we can see already he's making a big difference. He's an NPC here. Fringe Crusader player, so you can see it sort of sticks out. It's good having players like this on club grounds, playing this sort of footy. So.
Yeah, it raises the game all around, doesn't it?
Hold 50, Kai. Talk with Cootie. Big hit, Fletch. League style.
Jack McCarthy getting ready to throw in. UC line out. Overthrown there. Picked up by Harris Tatata. Good rumble forward. Great yards up the field. Puts them right back in that fun zone. Looks like they've got a penalty advantage.
As well.
Yeah. Offside.
What did they do here, you think, Rubes? 3 points, 7-3?
Yeah, I'd take the points. I remember many times on Sydenham Park when I was captain. If I didn't take the points, I'd definitely hear about it from the likes of David Rhodes at the club rooms afterwards. Yeah.
Accumulate.
Yeah.
This young Scottish player, his goal kick is superb. Well, it has been. Too much
the old commentator's curse here.
Wait. Kicked it.
He's knocked that one through. So good to get a little bit of reward for that territory that Sydenham's had probably over the last 10 or 12 minutes. An uncharacteristic unforced error through UC's overthrow at the line out. Really opened up the door for Sydenham to get into their red zone. Big kick deep, taken by Tyler Tupperwither. Richard Dew. Step inside, brings it back. Park in there. 22, back to Roman Kino. Send it off and yeah, close down to the 40. Lockie will be staying alert for that overthrow again.
Brandon, get individuals rather than the whole game.
And deciding not to go up. Anderson dishes it off to Jay Broomfield.
I think you should go down to the other end.
Inroads here.
Cameras here.
Hang on to the 22. Oh, Logan Williams comes in for the intercept. Oh, they let them run off all the way down the field before calling them back.
I don't think there's ever going to be any advantage. The university there.
Bailey, I just had a quick look on YouTube and the stream looks good. I don't know what the commentary sounds like. Have you checked on your phone or something like that? Okay, that's good to know. Thank you very much. It's hard to do everything on a dodgy scaffolding, I have to say. No, it's not dodgy. It's fine.
DC attacking into the 22 here. Carried forward through Xavier. Looking to get on the outside there, Cooper Roberts, and he's gone all the way. Just run that hard outline. Bit of a soft defence from the inside. Just let him slide his way through there.
Number 13 scored there.
They've been defending pretty well, Sydenham, so that's a bit disappointing. As you say, it was probably a wee bit soft, really.
Yeah, he just had a really good knack on stepping, getting that to the outside shoulder and left those defenders reaching, trying to chase the tackle, not really getting square onto him. And then he just sort of backed himself.
Brandon, there's going to be a kickoff in a second, so go down to the goal post. We've already got two cameras on this angle, so we.
Conversion attempt there by Oliver Burra, and successful. That puts them out. University of Canterbury 14, Sydenham 3.
Close to half time too, not ideal.
Yep.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes.
Yep.
Whatever the ref has got. As you see, the time isn't actually stopped whenever the ref stops his, so it just sort of goes through. Oliver Burra gets a very good exit kick there down to halfway. We really need to look at building some phases here and scoring some more points before half time. One outtake by Josh Hodmore. Richard Dew absolutely belted. This is the opposite Fletcher Anderson. Good interplay there. Jacob Tursani back to Logan Williams. And that's a handy result. Close to a... It is. Yeah, it is a 50-22.
Yeah. Great outcome.
Really good outcome under the pressure that they were under from that defence. And no doubt look to maul this and be getting some success out of that. Bit of an old school line out. No lifters. Knocked on.
Crucial.
Both line outs. We struggling in the execution department.
That I know standing over there.
Can't blame it on the wind today.
Yeah.
You could be.
Perfect conditions. It's University off the hook a wee bit though. Interesting finish the first half if they had secured that and force their way to walk along.
Fletcher Anderson off the back of the scrum, gets it, just pinched, pickpocketed by Tyler Tupper with a fortunate knock on. Awkward pass to Curtis McDonald.
Yeah. Probably the time then just to take it in and secure the ball and set up for something decent rather than those 50 the best right pass. They had a great chance to get close to the varsity line then. It's 2 now. Come on.
And this scrum probably in a better position for UC to get a good exit kick if that's the way they're going to go. Reach off the back of the scrum again. Oh, they got a little bit disorientated there. Indecisive.
Nice, Harry!
Decides to go himself. Arms out. Quick tap. Taken there by Jaron Mitchell. Dishes it off, but
Good defence. Cause a knock on.
scramble defence. And a couple more minutes to play in the half. Sydenham got the put into the scrum.
Daily, if you haven't.
Just
felt
into the
need to
UC
say
side of
anything to us
halfway.
recently, feel free to just tell us nice things about what we're doing. We love to hear it. Doing
Set
good,
up, got
guys.
a potent 3 on the left hand side of the scrum. Logan Williams, Tavita Latu and Curtis McDonald. And Kyle Luke on the edge there.
Do the commentators know that you've got a halftime video so they can take a break?
I think they will go where the strike weapons are out the lot, but varsity might be thinking that as well and then go the other way.
Cool. Take your time in getting that one started. And then remember to switch to the first half and text to second half as well.
So big pressure on the scrum here to get this right. Ball comes out quick. Vidalado went to look to give it late. Really good option just to take it in there. Quick pick and go. Curtis McDonald shrugs off a couple before they get taken to ground.
Shite!
Connor Smith rumbles it down the blind side. Richard Jew, always willing to throw his body into it. Roman Kino out to Harris McRobbie. Little target. Tavita Lowry spots a bit of space. Good dish off to Curtis McDonald inside to Karen McLeod. That's a great try-saving tackle there by Oliver Burr.
I think they were in for all money, weren't you?
They're playing under advantage here though. Curtis is fired up to get across that line. He can see how important points are going to be for Sydenham before half-time.
Well, this will be interesting. 14-3 right on half-time. I'm thinking they may go for the line out.
They're like head to toe.
Williams has bolted off to the other edge, so doesn't look like he's asking for the kicking tee.
And given the pressure they've been putting University on, so it's a good option. I know it's turned down 3 points right on half-time, but perhaps if it was a bit closer, they might have, but not on them for giving it a go.
Let's just see if they can get their execution a little bit better than last time. I mean, I know we love old school rugby, but seeing an old school line out these days, not ideal. Oh, still a bit of a scrappy one. They managed to retain it.
Must have knocked it on here. Bascik.
They're rumbling away. More slowly moving forward. They're getting some good inroads here. Oh, that's flagrant. Oh, nice ball from Curtis out to Logan Williams.
Nice try.
That's a great try. And very timely too, just before half-time. Really sucked it in with the rolling maul, getting some good headway there. Then out to Tavita Latu, dished it off to Curtis McDonald, and then great wide ball out to Logan Williams. He's really got a knack for scoring tries, that boy.
Discussing with the University, probably he might be the captain with the referee, so I'm not sure what that's about.
Yep, Gus Brown, he'll probably
I'll zoom right in on him.
try and educate the ref on the dark arts of the scrum.
Possible him inside. I'm like right on him only.
Conversion successful. So that takes it to 10 points to 14. University of Canterbury in the lead by 4 points at half-time.
Yeah, and I think it's probably, if a fair reflection would have been, even at half-time. Bascik got 2 tries, but they were probably soft tries, to be fair, and I'm not being critical of their, none, but when they've taken those and taken them well, but Sydenham have probably had slightly better territory and have fought back pretty well, and it's only been University's really good defence that's probably held out a couple more tries, but I would say coaches of the Sydenham team wouldn't be disheartened at all, and I think overall playing the top side of Christchurch Metro Premier Rugby at the moment, and pointing 10, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, it definitely is. No, I think there's a great summary there. Like, UC just managed to pounce on a couple of errors in defence, and then that tip ball at the start of the game. But outside of that, feels like Sydenham has probably constructed a bit more and built a bit more pressure with that territory. But yeah, it's going to be a good test for that UC defence.
Say take a break. I told them. Okay, Bailey.
All right, we're going into a short
Charlotte's camera, so I can
short break at half-time, and we'll be back. And once again, the day's sponsor today, House of Travel. Just remember, planning a trip, all the roads, House of Travel, Hornby's supposed to go.
Pretty low battery. Say that again, sorry. Okay, have you clicked show? Have you clicked transition? Okay, now in that middle section.
Remind me what the
Good to go?
Oh, sorry.
We are live. Okay. So, welcome to the 2025 Metro Premier Rugby season with Sydenham Rugby. I'm Asher Oliver. This is Paula Rhodes. Paula,
Hi.
how you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm amazing.
Good.
First time trying this, so bear with us while
Yeah.
we go through the teething issues and all that good stuff. We're trying to do interviews this year. It's one of the things we're trying to do on the live stream. But something else that's new is we have sponsorship from the House of Travel Hornby.
You do indeed. Yes, House Travel Hornby is my store located at 40 Carmen Road in Hornby.
Amazing. Go spend some money there, as Chris Staunton would say. I've just got a few questions here. We're just going to do a quick 5-minute interview, try something different, hopefully enjoy this. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Cool. Tell us about your business.
My business is now 10 years old. We have survived COVID and we're basically your one-stop shop for all things travel. We do lots of holidays, we do student travel, we're pretty much anything. If you want to travel, then House Travel Hornby is the place to come.
Amazing. How do we contact you and your team?
The store is open Monday to Friday. We're 9 till 4:30, and then on a Saturday we're open from 10 till 3, with Sundays coming later in the year as well. So it will be a 7-day operation. You can contact us via the website, housetravelhornby.co.nz, or by phone.
Do you mind telling me where do you think most people get in contact with you with? By phone?
Our Google stats are actually really high for phone, but we have an incredible number of walk-ins as well into the store each day. So it's a bit of both. Yeah.
Amazing. Why partner with our Sydenham Rugby live stream production thing we're doing here?
I love what you guys do. I've been following it for some time, and I really see this as an opportunity to grow the Sydenham Rugby brand, but also what you do, Asher. It's incredible, and I don't think anyone else does it on this level in Christchurch. So this is about getting a lot more sponsorship behind you to grow this, and getting our Sydenham Rugby community behind you to support you to make it bigger and better.
Appreciate that, and we're really thankful that we've got a bit to put back into the maintenance of the gear.
Yeah, and the team. Yeah, absolutely.
And the team. And from day one, like when I was 5 years ago, when I was just staying on the side of the field watching the game with Dad, and I just thought someone should be filming this.
Yeah.
I was just like, to me, it's always been about promoting Sydenham Rugby and the players. Like I'm very fulfilled when I see a guy who's been on camera, maybe even our interviews we do, and then they're over in Japan, or then they're over in England, or then they're playing for the Stags, or Canterbury.
Yeah, exactly. It's just being able to watch the players grow. It's also the club grow as well. We're sort of in a real momentum at the moment of change, which is really cool, and we're trying to do things a little bit different, and this is just another way of promoting the club.
Yeah. A few more things before we go. What is your favourite rugby memory?
I've grown up at Sydenham Park with my family, so it would be here, but also growing up as a really small kid. We're sitting at the Sydenham Pavilion. Across was 303 Colombo Street was the original club rooms, which is where I grew up, so they would be my earliest memories.
Beautiful. And we're back on the field now. What are you looking forward to this season?
I'm really looking forward to growing the communication within the club. I'm really looking forward to us winning a title.
Come on. Let's go.
Baby. And just again, I think we grew so much last year. We've learned so much, even in just a year being on the board. So it's going to be really exciting to watch us grow again.
Cool. And finally, any deals for travel at the moment?
Always a deal for travel. Biggest destination at the moment would have to be Europe, but those short haul destinations like the Gold Coast, still a winner. Yeah.
Hi, welcome back. The halftime break. Good little interview there with Asher.
The second half stuff going.
Paula Rhodes.
Time they're ready to go.
And we're off and running. You see kicking off deep. Logan Williams taking it, decides to kick straight away. Still in the field of play. It's an awkward one for Kieran. Not much angle to work with there. He's done well. Up there on the 40, line out to UC.
Bailey, just checking you got the second half stuff.
Get through, Con.
All gone backwards there from the line out. Number 3 in the middle to Tranderson again. Ball pass up to the edge. Luke making the covering tackle.
Bailey, you there?
Just look like they got a little bit offside there.
Hello, Bailey. Can you hear me?
UC take the line out clean. Get Tranderson off the back of the maul there. And through their forward pod.
Take a step.
Looking to whack it back the blind side. Rumbling it forward here, UC. Getting close to the 22. Yeah, good defence there by Connor Smith. It's like the first turnover there. Good defence. Yeah, they'll be happy with that. Good intent in that defence, good structure. UC seemed like they didn't really get things going there, and then softly turn it over. Got a player down in the backfield.
My camera wasn't on. Why not?
Looks like it might be their halfback, Jared Mitchell. That Jay Broomfield. Oh no, he's just gone over the Creighton water.
Now it's on. How's Charlotte?
UC going into the sun this half.
Yeah, it could be a bit of an advantage to sort of the odd high ball.
Yeah, it's just because
could make it interesting.
Sorry, I didn't have my headphones pushed in properly before.
They play out of order, so they look right into the right.
Have you managed to get the second half
so
and the timer going again?
They're using it.
Oh, you're good at this. Nice.
Lucky to hold on to that, Sydenham. They look like they got a good hit on, but then UC come back with a second effort and really put the pressure on. Just wheeled too much.
Brandon, can you
Now Roy to really lock it down here.
It's
James Hardy.
Like, you've got two here. Can you go like down? Yeah, down that end. Thank you very much.
Looked it out to Tavita Latu. Little stutter step, gets on the outside, great break. Feeds it inside to Kieran McClay. He's got good toe. Shucked it onto the toe. And good covering there by Oliver Burr. Ooh. Just didn't need to infringe there. They've done some great work coming out of their 30, getting right down to their 5 metre line, the UC 5 metre line.
Not too keen.
Yeah, just played a little bit desperate there when probably didn't need to be. Need to be a bit more patient. Getting a bit of a warning from the ref there. Really good breakout there by Tavita Latu. Just that little stutter step. Got on the outside. Bid the ball back in. Cameron Clay. Missed touch here. So Logan Williams bringing it back strong. Looking to dish it off. Who wants it? No one. So he takes it to the line. It looks like a pretty clean turnover there by UC. Sydenham's got the ball back here though. So Garroy got over the ball in the ruck. So turnover for turnover. Good fortune. Sydenham one resulting in a penalty. Good field position.
The goal. Just out of his range, perhaps.
It'll be a good sort of 46 on the angle there.
Alright, let's
They
switch.
put it down just into the UC 22.
Let's
Looks like Adrian Tivao is on. With a loose line out, but they've retained possession. Undecided who wanted that. Oh, not a great first touch there for Adrian. Just a little knock on at the bootlaces. Looks like he's come on to replace Harris Robbie.
Been a good opportunity to apply a bit more pressure like they were doing in the first half, so just relapse there.
Yeah, just a bit scrappy there, just even flowed on from the line out, just didn't quite take it cleanly. And ball going out, pretty undecided who it was actually going to. So yeah, soft turnover to UC. Scrum here. Good pressure on Elroy here. Does way better. Holds a good scrum there. Little chip into the backfield. Hops up nicely for UC. Oliver spots that Logan's come up. Drops it onto the toe. Knocks it. Close to the 22. Oh, it isn't. 50-22. Fantastic exit play by UC. Going from their own 22 and then resulting in a line out at Sydenham's 22.
Came from that little messy period down there from the lost line out by Sydenham, so yeah, University hard on it.
Their turn to have a crack at driving maul. Defended well. Needs to be careful not to give away a penalty here because I'm sure they'll just accrue the points, UC. Good run there, looks like Jack Colfard. Jenkins sidestep. Sydenham organising and rush up and get a good double shoulder on Elroy Fletcher. Yes. Resulting in a very good
break defense
turnover there. Yeah, they organised well. once they had their opportunity, they really pressed up hard and put a double shoulder on. Got dominant contact.
Say that again, sorry. That's looking good.
That provides a wee bit of relief.
And the 5-man line out. Good take there. Connor Smith. And he gets out, puts himself in a position for a good hard carry. Back to Tavita Ladu to hoist it up into that sun. Fielded well. And returned sensationally up the field. There's Isaac Murray McGregor, and he's tackled 10 metres out, flicks the ball out, and there's a try there to lock your door. Didn't quite get the chase line right, Sydenham there.
Well, they looked like they had him covered, and he just slipped through the two guys rushing up, and next thing they're down the field and 5 points, which will now become probably 7.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those things you've got to be careful of. When you've got some quality players like Isaac, Murray McGregor, just kicking it down to them, turning over possession and letting them have a free run. Yeah, it's not what the coaches would be asking for. So conversion successful. Takes University of Canterbury up to 21 points to 10 over Sydenham.
Let's go, Sydenham!
McDonald hoists it high. Fielded by City Rover, who
Just watch where you put your elbow, just keep it in. It's fine, it's fine.
how does that work?
Last
Looks like he's given it to UC, which would mean that would be Sydenham's ball. If he took it out, then it should be Sydenham's ball. Wrist unclear as well. And the result cleared up, which we all were thinking. If it was going to be a line out down there, it would be Sydenham's. Tidy a line out. The midfield carry, Fletcher Dew coming hard on a real hard line. Good post contact meters there. Coming in low tackles there. UC D'ing up well. Jacob Tuasani taking it on. Continuing to go to that left edge. Good quick ball. Brown dishes it out again, out to Elroy. Connor Smith getting busy now. Fidelaro just really bursts onto it. As we see, 21 there, old Max Hughes. Looks like he's itching for it.
Advantage to Sydenham as well.
And just look for those pick and goes. Looks like he's got over there.
Yes, absolutely.
Good latch on by Adrian. Who do you latch onto there?
Connor Smith, was it?
Looks like Elroy. The thumber,
I can see Brendan's in the pit.
Under the post.
Right under the post.
We're back to a 4-point. Well, we should be back to a 4-point game.
Fortuitous circumstances, a bit of confusion there with the kickoff, but resulted really well for Sydenham getting that line out deep in the UC 22, and really just rolled their sleeves up and went to work there, which was great. Good ball security, good ball carries, good continuity amongst the forwards and the backs, resulting in a 7-pointer.
Back in it. It's good to have Max Hughes back at the club. He's had a season in Japan and a nice wee contract over there, and he's back and keen to play for his club. So that's that's outstanding.
Wobbly kick-off down to Logan Williams. Hoist it downfield. Not out. See if they can get that chase line a bit better. Come back to that right side and make some inroads again. Flick it in. Back to Max Hughes. Looking for that kick, but he's undecided. Gives it back to Vidalado, who just straightens it right up. And the play off the back of the scrum. Healthy kick. It looked like he'd be close to a 50-22 as well. Yeah, it is.
By 3 minutes from the line.
Fantastic result there. Yeah, Max Hughes, he only got into town on Monday, and he was on to me actually the week before, just getting registered and making sure his clearances were all gone. So he's a quality man, quality player. He's come up through the junior grades and 50 cap laser boy for the Sydenham Premiers, which he capped off last year. And awesome to see him go over and get some reward with a good contract with Santori in Japan. And he in his debut season.
Needing some attention.
Let's go, Ollie.
Looks like a forward. Or might actually.
How's the quality of the commentary, Bailey? Sweet. Get a shot of this guy, he's just come back from Japan.
Looks like Jacob Tuasani's succumbed to his injury there and coming off the field. Which looks like Giddle's replacement would be Oliver Fuster. Looks like, yes it is. Good product out of North Canterbury. Rangiora High. School leaver. Really found a home here at Sydenham. We go to the front. Oh, just a little niggly knock on.
Planned move too, I see it.
Was a planned move. Good to be brave and go away from the things that are working, but when they don't come off, it's a little bit to be desired. Just had Asher over the radio before, just checking to see what the commentary quality is like. Be interested to get your comments in the comment section. Let us know how me and Winch are going. I'm sure we'll get a full review at the end of the game. Fletcher Anderson taking it off the back of the scrum strongly again. Setting up for the exit play. And successfully doing so down to around about the 30-metre mark. So Sydenham still in good territory to mount an attack.
Let's go, Sydenham!
The young prop that's just come on, is he been playing Colts rugby?
Yes, yeah, he's Colts age. This year he went away to Hamner to the training camp with them, and he's been on a bit of a development pathway for ones and getting some good opportunity now. Head up there, Fletcher Jew, takes it back. Thomas Smith rumbles forward. Max Hughes, good ball out in front. Seems to have gone backwards. Here is Adrian rumbling forward. Seeing a little bit of an opportunity to catch some grass.
A bit of ground, I suppose.
Yep, keeps the pressure on, keeps the territory there. Yeah, I guess there's some good opportunities for the props coming through, especially now with the departure of Ollie Ryan, who's made his way up to Northland. Massive congrats to him. He's been an absolute workhorse. And really well deserved, getting his opportunity to have a crack at NPC footy. Slap some sunscreen on and get used to doing a few hongies up there. Sydenham attacking well here. Good rumble forward. Ollie produced it, but just let the defender in and get over that ball.
Well, Sydenham have been doing the majority of attacking. It's just been able to nail that 5 pointer they need to take them in front. So, one of these sort of things, if you attack, you don't get points, the next thing the opposition's up the other end and they get points. So, you're going to be very careful here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the stats are. Actually, game day analysis is actually at home watching it. Good defense there. Lucky there. Oh, he's pulled his hands over the ball on the ground first. Yeah, just a shout out to Mitch Logan. Actually, he's been a great addition to the club over the last couple of seasons. Adds in a lot of healthy, information-based input for the coaches. Helps them warm their weeks and also strategise on game day. Not straight there, so got the free kick. Kieran goes quick and hoists it off downfield. Finds the grass, but bounces up nicely.
That's a contested audience, so that's contested audience. It doesn't matter whether it's trying to straight or not, so good option to pick someone up.
A bit of a picking duel here. UC have found their way back up towards halfway, so they'll just put the boot away and chuck it up the jumper and have a run. Breaks his shoulders through there. Replacement halfback, Marco Momaton. Another penalty to UC. We're within kicking range. 4 points up. Time to go for the sideline. Logan, athletic attempt to try and keep the ball. It went out. Some fresh reserves coming on. Got Silas Talty. Looks like he's coming on. Tyler Tapawitha. Keanu Van Steeden coming on for Lachlan Harris-Tatana. Strong carry here again. Cooper Roberts, it's a hard man to put down, and then results in his centre partner, Jay Brimfield, sneaking off down the sideline.
That's what we talked about before, just a little bit back in 10 minutes or so, and no points, and Bascik come up the other end, and they're under, they've just got a 5 point.
They seem they're a little bit more precise and direct and clinical when they're into that score zone. Not for a lack of effort, the Sydenham's defence, it's just giving away easy field position, a few soft penalties. There's still plenty of time left in this game.
All good up there.
15 minutes, 15 minutes. Conversion successful. That takes the score out to 28-17. University of Canterbury. Big kick down. Just outside the 22. They'll look to rumble it through their forwards. Reuben kick down, fielded by Logan Williams. Brings it inside to Max Hughes. Looks to hoik it down the middle of the field, and you see the player shielding the sun to see where it is. There it is. The try scorer. Here we go, Curtis McDonald shrugging a few tackles here. Did get that fin going on Heath Heather, who's come onto the field. Looking to get back into shape. Going back to Curtis McDonald. Another good little run for Tavita Latu. So the midfield is getting in and doing the forwards work at the moment. Good little dish off to Marcus Hamilton. Ended up being defended well. Max Hughes looks like he's going to go for himself here. Oh, just bobbled it. Just a little crook bounce. He saw the space. Went for it. Back to skill set.
We're going back for penalty, are we?
Smart play, playing under advantage. Might as well just have a crack, roll the dice.
It's interesting.
See if Sydenham go for another trick play around the front, or they go to their tried and tested driving maul, which has been suiting them well.
Pretty solid today.
Good little set. In the hands of Adrian there, but Van Steen's not going to let him hold on to that for too long. And he's potential for a try. Great try. That's great work from Sydenham there. They've got back into that 22 and then capitalised on it very quickly. Gone back to what was working for them in the first half with that driving maul. And Keanu coming off the bench straight into dotting down, which is great.
Quite effortless, didn't really? They just pulled their way up a bit and I just dropped down and scored. So, given Bascik how well they've defended that ball, it was effortless. Right outcome.
Yep, we got set really well. We started just moving that pack forward. It's like Kaya Luke. Today is done.
Go drivers!
Good to see him back out there in Premier footy. Quality player. Raw talent. Really big, tall, rangy size for a back. Clearing kick. Puts UC back into their 22. That would be considered a good result for Sydenham. Getting a line out. About 25.
Let's go, Sydenham!
Meters out from the line. So Hunter Kino on now as well as his brother Reuben. Good quick ball, playing out the back, goes in behind, really well picked up by Reuben. Oh no, Kieran McClay. Takes to himself and just shows a clean pair of heels. Dots it down under the post, and that really makes things interesting now.
Take your chances.
Man, he's good.
It's might be a little bit biased, obviously, given my background at Sydenham Rugby, but given the territory and dominance, you'd have to say they probably deserve to be in front. City's staunch defence that sort of kept them in front, but finally Sydenham are taking those little moments and those little chances. And we're in for an interesting last 7 or 8 minutes, I would say.
Well converted there by Logan Williams. Reuben Keno isn't actually on yet. I thought there was him out on the wing, but then that was actually Kieran. So it's like Hunter Keno's coming to half-back. Kieran's pushed out onto the wing with Silas Tautu. So we've got a couple of half-backs on the wing. You see Kickoff quickly. Max Hughes takes it. Looking for another raking clearance like he did before. This one he puts out. Down close to halfway.
Driving! Go drivers!
Actually going into a huddle. Their line out call, taking their time.
Let's go, Sydenham!
Ninja up!
Another not straight. They've probably not been as accurate as I'd like. The line out department.
They seem to do with these free kicks these days.
I'd probably just tap and go into shape. Yep. Big rumble forward through Adrian. Bumps off first defender. He comes back at him again. Get a period advantage. That player rolling away a bit too slowly for the ref's liking. Puts it out wide to Logan. Juggles it. Shows the speed. Hook kicks it back infield.
So to get any of that, it was too exciting. What was that?
Goal line dropout.
Just got a word from the touchy.
It's a good breakout down that left edge. Playing under advantage. Tried to have a go. There's a wobbly kick. Down for Silas.
I don't know what
Dishes
to do.
it off to Curtis.
Try your best.
To put a bit of footwork in. Out to the line. Takes him into the 22. Keanu just rolls the sleeve up. Runs it straight. Cleaner's just maybe a little bit
When I record the
disconnected
live
there.
stream, I record the stream.
Allowed the UC player to get over the top. Did really well.
It's fine.
So Levi Astle getting the rewards there.
Go drivers!
As long as the stream isn't dropped.
Energy!
Stay on, Adrian!
Stay on, Adrian, stay on! 8, 2,
First time in the game Sydney's been in front. And about 5 minutes to go in the game. See how they defend that lead. It's about 3 or 4 in a row. There's at the line out. Just hoist up a big box kick there. Got a great result out of that. I think the sun had a bit to play in there. Everyone was sort of speculating where it was going to land.
go drivers!
And in the end, Isaac
Marcus!
McGregor just takes it and steps over the sideline, giving the ball back to Sydenham in a pretty healthy field position. We've got some new lock on as well now.
Numbers!
Brian Eggers. And they go straight up to him, off the top. Bringing Silas in, who gets a good little offload. Into the 22. Strong carry, Connor Smith. Hughes looking for a runner. Finds Curtis McDonald. He lets the ball go, gets up and goes again, gets him behind the gain line. Really starting to rumble forward now. Another strong carry, Connor Smith. Loose ball on the ground, picked up by Logan Williams. Gets defended well. Takes him back out. Lost a bit of ground on that one. Out of instead and looking to go over the top of them there. A little bit undecided here. So Max Hughes
Go Potty,
it
go
up.
Potty!
Got a hand to it, Silas. And then let it go. Oh, goodness. Seen a massive breakout. And that's again kick into that man, Isaac Murray McGregor. Managed to break that first tackle and then she's open pasture for him. It just looked like they lost their shape a little bit. Didn't know where they were going and Max Hughes took the option to hoist it up. Probably not deep enough. So they've let that lead slip now and it's getting down to the wire. Only a few minutes left. If only a couple.
Good job.
One less conversion to go over. Let's see, and we have a great knock from the sideline.
This one today, I think. So, let's go. What might have been a penalty or a drop goal to win the game. There it's a try.
So yeah, back to that 4-point buffer that we had at half time to UC. Curtis McDonald hoists it high. Bit of pressure on. Tackle there by Josh Podmore. UC will be really looking to run the clock out here. Get out. It's an interesting decision. Looking at the left edge, Curtis McDonald. Definitely one of the players you want the ball in his hands at this time of the game. A little tip off. Rugby's taking it forward. The bridge ball over to Silas. Looking to go for the bunt, it goes over the top. Secure the ball here. Carry Connor Smith, another one. Key leaders that you want to be driving forward. And the pressure's on here. Kieran McClay backs himself, gets on the outside, throws it back in field, and it's determined to have gone forward.
Adrian, big scrum here.
Good little snipe down the sideline there.
Great one. So close.
Looking interesting to see what would have happened if he had just gone to ground and looked to recycle that ball.
2 minutes, so
2 minutes.
it's just not a matter of kicking it out. So.
So if there's no unnecessary penalties here, Sydenham should get another crack with the ball in hand. Good scrum there by Sydenham, really put the shunt on. UC did well to actually recover that. Isaac to settle things down with a clearing kick.
Let's go.
Okay, hold the thrill. Hold it, boys.
We're really looking to those key leaders. Connor Smith, Kieran McClay, Curtis McDonald. Really drive this, and Tavita Latu as well. Keep that composure. Secured the line out, going back to their drive. They've got a good little wood on here. Yanu doing well there, looked like he was going to get isolated for a second, spun out of the tackle. Good hard carry forward, Ryan Eggers. Sets play up in the middle of the field, just inside the 22. Should be close to a penalty here. Yanu, a good pick and go. Really getting some good endeavour here. See if they can keep their patience and build it. One wide, Kieran. Great ball from Max Hughes. Just took it to the line, looked like he had all the time in the world. Those top players always look like that. He flicked a good ball out to Kieran McClay, who's looked like he's hungry for that try line every time he gets the ball.
Beautiful long pass.
Just what you want from your captain to stand up. So give it to me, I'll get us there, lads.
Yes.
Should be full time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if there's any time left. This was a great result.
It's said 2 minutes and they've had a bit of time, so I think the players aren't going back to halfway. So
yeah, looks like
they're all patting themselves. So
you can see that there's emotion starting to come out of the Sydenham players. They understand that they've turned up and got the job done here today. From the sideline, just goes to the right. And there we go. Fantastic result. What a finish. Really backwards and forwards sort of game. Sydenham played a lot of rugby and UC really capitalised on a lot of lapses from Sydenham. It allowed them in, score some good points. And they only needed the lead a couple of times, Sydenham, to get them the result they were looking for today.
A really top game of club rugby. There's some pretty good players out there today, and it showed two good teams, and I think it's particularly good. Basic's leading the competition, and for good reason. They're a class. They've got a lot of young, promising players. Various ones in the Canterbury Academy and Crusaders Academy and so forth. So they set the benchmark, and sort of have risen to the occasion today, and so they would be particularly pleased, and it just shows in this any side, or a lot of the sides in the Premier Division have a chance of beating each other, and that's the way you want it, and so that's a really good outcome for the Red and Blues today.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, as we saw on the ladder, it was Sydenham 6 playing 1 University, and University not losing a game all season. They've taken their first loss of the season here on King's birthday, long weekend. Little treat for the Sydenham fans, getting that last minute victory. So that gives them a good 3 wins in a row now, since their last couple of defeats back to back. So they've really looked like they've turned a corner and taken control of their season. It really bodes well for what's ahead. As you said, it's a really hotly contested, tight metro competition this year. So every game counts, and anyone can beat anyone on their day. And today was the Sydenham bus drivers' day. Credit to University of Canterbury, they're a quality team. They're definitely not going anywhere. They'll definitely be there and there or thereabouts at the end of the season. But yeah, thank you for all you tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. It doesn't take much. I made a few of our Premier Reserve players do it on their phones on Thursday night. We're really looking to get to that 1,000 subscribers. Then we can start getting into that, earning a little bit of money coming in, which is always supportive for a community club that relies on a lot of sponsorship and resources like that. So yeah, please subscribe and keeping up to date.
Yeah, thanks to everybody, and thanks, Reuben. I thought your commentary was pretty good. I thought we were just giving the odd comment here, but then you're a full-time commentator, so there's another, after you finish all this stuff, there's a job for you somewhere. So, no, it's great game and great occasion for Sydenham Club Day next week. So there'll be a lot of confidence going to that. And once again, thanks to Paula Rhodes and the House of Travel in Hornby. Thank you.
you.